Bestie, it's 2026 and you still acting like you can't accomplish your goals. Bestie, it's 2026 and you're still scared to bet on you. Why is that? Does that make sense? It is 2026. You have seen a black man be president, a felon take over our country twice, and for some reason you still think you ain't gonna make it through nursing school? Baby, go get the stethoscope. Go get the scrubs. You can do it. You wanna leave that man? Do it right now. Do it right now. I don't care how long that dyke been there for you and your baby. Leave the dyke. You and your baby will be all right. Y'all will be fine. Pay the credit card off. Get the new crib. Buy a crib. Do whatever it is you've been wanting to do. What are you waiting for? Who told you you're not capable? Because whoever it is, they was lying. You need to start talking to whoever told Donald Trump he can do whatever he want to do. Because guess what? It's working for him. And guess what I got this year? I got the Trump syndrome. I got the I'm do whatever I want to do because who gonna stop me, boo? I got that syndrome this year. That was me putting it on you. Let's talk about my 2026 audacious goals and what makes me qualified to accomplish them. Have you been through some crazy stuff in life? Did you suffer a heartbreak? Have you gotten over depression? Did your mama pass away? Did your favorite cousin leave you? Like, did you end up putting something in your name for somebody else and then they end up playing you out and then you end up left with the responsibility? If you went through anything that's crazy like this, I guarantee you, you have the strength and the knowledge to accomplish your big goals. Guarantee you. And you know why you don't know that? Because you're not trying to accomplish those goals. Let's get into it. It's 2026. How much longer was I supposed to wait to do the things that I've been saying I was going to do? I was going to wait until after I did my hair and got my nail fixed to get on here and tell you my business. But we best friends. Why would I wait? I got a lot to tell y'all. There's one thing I learned after all the stuff that I've been through in the last 5 years. Is that you can do anything. So this year, I'm talking about being audacious, okay? What does audacious mean? Because I feel like it's the right word to use, but I'm not exactly sure. Hold on, let me see what that even means, because I don't want to be saying the wrong shit or the wrong stuff, because I don't even want to curse on this channel. I want to be as classy as possible on this channel, because as you may know, I do have a father now. I do have a father now. Since I have a father, I have to be more classy. If you didn't know, now you know. To be audacious is showing a willingness to take surprisingly bold risk. Exactly. I'm being extremely audacious this year. I will be showing a willingness. What did I say? Oh, I will be showing a willingness to take surprisingly bold risk. I'm taking risks this year. I'm going for it. If starting a YouTube channel with your hair ain't done to tell people your business and what your goals are for the year so that they can feel motivated to do what they need to do this year too, ain't being audacious, ain't taking big risks, I don't know what is. I don't know what is, okay? But what I did learn in these last 5 years is that if I can survive everything that I've been through, I can make my dreams come true, okay? I'm talking about postpartum psychosis, heartbreak, catching charges, coming home from prison, taking answer rights 3 tests to meet my father. I'm like, girl, you done did the most. If you can do all that, you can damn sure make $100,000 off content. If you can do all that, you can damn sure find a big ass house. You can damn sure get a car with no car payment. Why not? Why not? Why not? That's going to be my mantra this year. Why not? When I'm wondering if I can or cannot do something, I'm going to simply ask myself, why not? Why can't I do it? I can. I've done everything else. These last 5 years been crazy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. The stuff that I went through, or the stuff I put myself through, because some of that stuff I didn't even go through. I put myself through, you know? Because we need to be released from the shackles of thinking that life is hard on us when we be making life hard on ourselves. We really do. We need to get over that. Life don't be hard. We be hard. Hard-headed. Don't listen. Don't want to take advice. All this shit be our fault. Honestly. Like, if we just start at the top of all my issues. First of all, my son about to be 6. So 6 years ago, I decided, I don't know if it's 6 years ago or 7 years ago, because, like, do you count before you was even pregnant? But whatever. Some years ago, I decided that I was going to have a baby with somebody who I already had a rocky relationship with. And I'm not saying like I decided like, oh, I got pregnant and decided to keep the baby. I mean like we planned our baby. Like we were trying to have a baby and we already had a rocky relationship. So it was like I put myself through that. I'm pregnant. We going through it. I'm already postpartum. Like I'm already dealing with depression and whatnot because I knew I was in a rocky relationship and decided to have this baby. So now I'm stressed out thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be a single mom and all this, that, and the third. Knowing that I always wanted to be married before I had a baby and deciding to have a baby randomly without being married was like the craziest thing I could have done in my 20 something years because at the time I was only 25. But listen, we live and we learn, right? Now I'm pregnant. I'm stressing. I'm depressed. I'm suicidal. I'm telling my friends I'm ready to off myself, which was so sad. And my friends was there for me. They did the best they could, but I mean, they not no damn psychiatrist, so it was not much they could have done. And I ended up having my baby. I forcefully have him, meaning I do everything I can to actually have this baby. I'm doing the castor oil, I'm walking, I'm bouncing on the ball, I'm praying to God. My last resort was to go to my checkup and I balled my hand into a really, really tight fist, so tight right before she came in and took my blood pressure. And because of that, my blood pressure was high. Mind you, somebody that I shouldn't have been listening to gave me this advice. And my blood pressure was high, and so they was like, we're going to induce you. And now I don't went into labor for like 4 days because my baby wasn't even ready. I'm going through all this hoorah bull crap, okay? The balloon in my vagina, and the shot Picotin, and Baby 10, and ABC, all type of stuff that I should have never did. Because my son wasn't ready. If he was ready, I wouldn't have had to ball my fist up and all that. I had perfect health my whole pregnancy. So the fact that them doctors let one high blood pressure to be induced on that, that's a whole other story. But I had my baby, and he is beautiful. I didn't think that when I first had him. I thought he was kind of funny looking at first. I think he wasn't done baking, so he was funny looking. But nonetheless, I had my baby. It was COVID, so it was just me and the dad at the hospital. And because I forced him out, there's a lot going on with him. He had to stay in the hospital for a couple of days, and he ended up coming home on my birthday. And that day was so sad and so weird because I was a first-time mom at home by myself with a newborn baby, which I've never dealt with before. Like, I've never dealt with a newborn at all by myself. And it was COVID, so you couldn't just have people over and all that. And it was my birthday, so I wanted people to be over. Like, it was just such a messed up day to bring your baby home. His dad did do his best, I guess. He had bought me some Dior gifts, some sneakers, and a pocketbook, and some diamond earrings. Like, he did what he could, but, baby, the fake pages was writing me and telling me about how he was doing all this, and I was just stressing more and more and more. Going crazy out my freaking, I was literally going crazy out of my mind. To the point where I had my son in July, and by August 2nd when I brought him home, and then it was like September when I caught my charge. I made the biggest mistake ever. It was a slow process, and I got to like spend time with my baby and all the things, like really build a bond with him, because I remember when I was like 15 or 16, my mom was pregnant when she went to jail, and she had to have my sister in prison. And it was just sad. Like, her and my sister never got to build a connection because of that. So one of my biggest fears the whole time was that I would go to jail, without being able to build a relationship with my son. Then I would come home from jail, he wouldn't even fucking know me for real. I still cannot believe that I was a fucking jail bae. Like, I really went to prison. Like, oh my God. I laugh, and I think I take it really lightly because, obviously it's in the past now. But at that time, I did not take it lightly. At that time, it was not funny at all. I spent my first month in jail, in prison, fucking crying my eyes out, okay? Like, I was so sad. I was so depressed. Like, I felt like such a fucking failure because, like I said, like, because my mom was in and out of jail, My mom had my sister when She was in prison. My mom went back to prison to have my other sister. Like, prison was just a part of my life since I was a child. And the fact that I ended up there and was doing that to my son was just so heartbreaking. I could not sleep at night knowing that somebody else had to be there for my son because I was in prison. It was really hard. It was really hard. And the only reason why I was able to get through it was because I knew that my time was short and I was surrounded by people who were loving and were caring. And through the midst of like the years upcoming to going to prison, I was doing the work. So when I went to prison, I had the tools that I needed to actually stay in a good mental space. But if I hadn't been doing the work, if I hadn't checked into crisis, gone to group therapy, got my own therapy, started journaling, started reflecting, like really started to be accountable for my own actions, I would not have been able to go to prison and continue to do the work and stay in a positive space to be able to actually get out in a timely manner and get back to my family. It's crazy how like one thing prepares you for the next thing that prepares you for the next thing, but you don't even know that that's happening. I'm glad that before I went to prison, I really started doing the work because it followed me there. The fact that I was going to church and got baptized helped me when I went to prison because I was already familiar. And one of the only things you can really do when you up in prison is get in trouble or go to church. Okay, that's your only options. So I was in church 3-4 days out the week. Okay, me and the pastor was like this. You couldn't even tell us apart. I was finishing her sentences. She was finishing my sentences. Shout out to her, honestly. And shout out to the women who had been locked down for years, who instead of being jealous that I was on my way out, they was happy for me and they kept me on the right track so that I continued to do the right things. Because believe it or not, the shows don't be lying. Like, it's really easy to get caught up in prison between the drugs, the relationships, the friendships, petty stuff, oh, my food, this, and the lying, that, and the phone and the kiosk. This stuff is real. Like, this is really be happening. Like, people really be beefing over the phone. People really be beefing over the kiosk. I was blessed enough that I knew some people up in there who already had some stains, so they was able to make sure I was straight. But at the end of the day, this stuff was real. Like, I'm arguing over the phone while stressing about my son being home and me being in prison. Like, stuff would just be crazy. And it's just like, I deserved everything that I was going to do, first of all, because the mistake that I made was completely out of pocket. I deserved to be in prison. I made that mistake on my own, and I deserved to be doing that time on my own. Thankfully, by the grace of God, I did not have to do the time alone. My family and my friends, they stepped like they was some goddamn tap dancers, okay? They did not play about me at all. Every step of the way, they were there. They were holding my hand. They never missed a call. They made sure I had everything that I needed to have. I was basically rich up in there because I was ordering on everybody's stuff. It was still a hard time. Now, in retrospect, I see why I needed to go there because I learned so much from that experience, but it was a hard time. It was. It was a really hard time. If prison wasn't hard enough, release is even harder. Baby, once you go to prison, you know what you are? A freaking criminal, okay? I was not prepared to be a criminal. I didn't realize, like, you done stole from a little Walmart or something before, and you got a little charge. You know what I'm saying? You got a little fine or whatever. No, this was like, when you do a background check, it come up that you are a criminal, okay? So I got out of prison, and I started applying for jobs that I would usually apply for, and the jobs was like, no, you a criminal. I was like, wait, what? Mind you, I had never really had a job anyway. Like, I was never no working chick, but, you get out of prison, you need to get you a little job. You need to stay on the right track. So I'm feeling crazy. I'm getting hired, and then when they do my background check, they're like, no. I'm feeling so crazy. Like, what do you mean, no? Like, what do you mean you cannot hire me? I was mad confused. But they meant what they said. Like, they said, baby, you did that shit back in 2020, and it's going to follow you. And I was like, okay. You're right. And I've started using my relationships and my connections to find a job that would be meaningful. One that, instead of on the back end, they learning about what I did or what happened on the front end. Like, I'm like, hey, this is what I've been through. This is the mistakes that I made. I learned from them. And I think I could use this knowledge and these lessons in this space. And guess what? It worked. I ended up getting a job as a case manager. And mind you, I only got a high school education. So $50,000 a year with a high school education. And my high school education is actually a GED. Because I left school early and got a GED. And it was a Monday through Friday gig. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Unfortunately, it did not work out. I was actually happy that they fired me because for the first time in my life, I was going to be getting unemployment. I never got no unemployment before, baby. So once that unemployment ran out and it was time to get another job, I really wanted to find something that wasn't going to send me home stressing every day about people and what they don't got, right? Because, like, at the case manager job, I'm stressing because people living in a homeless shelter. I'm stressing because people food stamps ain't go through yet. I'm stressing because they ain't got no ride to go to their job interview and just all type of stuff. Like, I'm just always stressing about something that somebody else is going through. So I ended up finding a job in tech, you know, entry level, but I'm thinking it was going to be a hybrid job. I'm thinking like I was going to be able to do some working from home. They wanted me to be in office all day long. It's Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And as somebody who's been an entrepreneur her whole life, it just didn't make sense to me. I tried to rock out. I went to the manager one day and told her, like, this schedule is quite strenuous on me and my son. She just was like, oh, okay, if you can figure something out, let me know. 3 days later, I come back to her again. I'm like, yeah, I ain't been able to get to my son's school on time. And it's holding the teachers up. It's holding everybody up at the school. And she was like, okay, if you figure out something, let me know. You right. I'm going to figure something out. I'm going to leave. More than anything, the job was hard to keep because I'm so involved with my siblings. Their school life. If something's going on with my siblings, call me. Because I don't play about bringing the kids. And if I'm working somewhere where when I get that call, I can't go about my business, I'm going to show you who come first. This job or them kids. These are my mama kids. A 6-year-old brother, an 11-year-old sister, and a 15-year-old sister. But now, as of this year, I have 2 more siblings. A 6-year-old brother. And I think my sister is like 23-ish. I'm going to get to the fact that I met my biological father after thinking that he was dead my whole entire life. I am very happy. I remember when I was a young teen, I wished that I had like more family. I just felt so lonely. And knowing that my son has all these people in his life and my siblings have each other, it's just so special. And it was this year when I realized that soon me and Josiah will be adults together. Like, yes, she's 15 now and I'm 31 now, but soon she'll be 25. Like, that's so cool. Like, in 10 years, she'll be 25 and I'll only be 40. He's taking her to Daddy December. I'm gonna get there if I don't gotta knock her out before then, because these teenagers, yo, they something else. Swear to God. I know y'all like, met your father after you thought he was dead. Yes, I did. My God. When the results came back, I was on FaceTime with her. It was just like crazy that some black people came up. Like, for my whole life, I've been in Puerto Rico, right? Like, imagine being raised by some people who are like fresh off the boat. Like, if Puerto Rico wasn't a part of the United States, my grandparents would be immigrants. They literally came over here not even barely knowing any English at all. I mean, to this day, they barely know any damn English, and they've been here for 30 years. When all that, like, black girl magic stuff came out, that's when I started being like, what does that mean to be a black girl? I was in deep denial about my blackness. The blackest I had ever been was going to a friend's house and being like, I don't eat that. I didn't eat macaroni and cheese. I didn't eat collard greens. I still don't eat pie. Right now it's January. It was September when I got the results, but I can still feel the feeling that I felt when I saw a picture of my aunt. I saw a lady with brown skin who I looked like. It blew my mind. Of course, I'm able to make $100,000 off content. Like, if you can find your long lost father, you can definitely make $100,000 off content. So there's that. One of the best parts about me and my dad is learning about myself. Why I'm so vocal and audacious to say that my dad had some audacity on him, okay? He's a businessman. He's very intelligent. He's very salesy. And I don't get any of that from my mother. Okay, my mom is very quiet, reserved, laid back to herself, not for all the, until she get a little up in here. Then she's like, but my dad is like all the time, and so I'm like all the time, so I know where I get it from now. He's genuinely hilarious, but not trying to be, and I'm exactly that all the time. People are always cracking up, and I'm like, why are y'all laughing? I'm not being funny. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. But, you know, it's been a journey. 2025 has been a journey. Okay, besties, now I done caught y'all up on everything that's been going on in the last 5 years. Let's talk about today. Let's talk about this year, 2026. Today, I'm healthier than ever. I'm in a great space. I feel loved, I feel supported, I feel blessed, and because of that, I'm going to use all of that positive energy to do the things that I want to do the things that I need to do. Instead of focusing on fixing problems, I'm going to focus on making solutions, right? Because there's a difference. When you focus on fixing problems, you're focused on the negative things that's happening in your life and solving those negative things. Instead, I'm going to focus on making the positive things that I want to happen. If you can overcome all bad stuff, you can make all good stuff happen because it takes the same exact amount of energy. And if you're busy over here working on the good stuff, the bad stuff over here is automatically going to work out. Like it just automatically is. So this year is the year of focusing my energy on the positive. Instead of fixing the negative, I'm going to be working on the positive. Instead of thinking about the negative, I'm going to be thinking about the positive. Because I'm telling you, there's a difference. If you're fixing these problems, you're not spending any time making this happen. If you're making this happen, you're automatically fixing these problems. You see where I'm going? Okay. Let me finish this up, call y'all right back so I can tell y'all about my big audacious goals. Hold up. Okay, besties, let's get into 2026, what my audacious goals are, and how I plan on accomplishing them. First things first, I am definitely going to make $100,000 off content this year. I didn't do it last year, and I didn't do it the year before that. I didn't do it in the last few years because I have been under so much stress. Or really, I should just say, I didn't do it because I didn't do it. I didn't do it because it wasn't getting done. Plain blank period. Because you could be stressed about something and still get some fly, banging, amazing stuff done. The problem was that I was so focused on how to get over all the bad stuff, I completely forgot that I needed to be thinking about how to get the good stuff done. So, 100K on content, easy. I ain't even asking for $1 million yet. $100,000, that's nothing. That is $1,000 100 times. I can absolutely do that. If I get 10 brand deals for $10,000, I'm already done. If I get one brand deal for $100,000, I'm already done. So the goal is to create this content, push this content out to y'all, and get these brand deals so that I can get this money. And in addition to getting the brand deals, I am going to do a couple other things that we'll talk about in my next video because I really need to tell y'all in depth how I'm going to get this stuff done so y'all can do it too. What kind of best friend would I be if I didn't tell y'all the sauce so that y'all could eat it up and get there with me? My second audacious goal is getting a brand new car with no payments. It's obviously not easy, but easy to get a brand new car. All you need to do is have some credit, have a couple dollars to put down, or have amazing credit and no money to put down at all. But me, Erica, I don't want to put no money down. I don't want to pay a monthly bill. Only thing I want to pay is insurance, maybe even some taxes, okay? I don't want, excuse me, you can't be saying what you don't want. I absolutely want a brand new car with no payments. On top of it being a brand new car, I need it to be an SUV, a van, a truck. I need it to have multiple seats. I have a big family. I have Josiah, Gemini, Ezra, DJ, self, my grandma, my aunt. 10 people. On a crazy day, I got 10 people I want to put in my car. All the kids need to go in my car. Me and my man need to go in my car. Like, I need a car with enough space to get us everywhere we're going. We need to get the football practice and be able to put the other little football players in our car and take them home. We need to get the cheerleading competitions and make sure that we're able to get other little girls to cheerleading competition if they need a ride too. Like, I want to be able to give my sister Josiah and her friends a ride to the mall and the movies. Like, people don't need to be lapped up, sitting on each other's lap, because I'm telling you, we do it now. I ain't embarrassed of it because we do it right now. I got a regular size car and it's actually pretty small. We put them kids up in the car. We lap them up when we need to. Like, we do what needs to be done. But in 2026, I don't want to do what needs to be done. I want to live abundantly. I want to live gloriously and have, we need that. Something like this, anything. Like, something. Me and my man not even little. Like, me and my man, we're big people, okay? He's like 6 foot something big. I'm 5'5", big. My son is big. My children are big. We're all big. And even when you're not big, like, we're not humongous, but like, we need space. You know what I mean? We need to be able to move around. I don't want my elbow and his elbow on each other all day long in a damn car. I want my elbows to have a little room. I want my legs to have a little room. I want like a nice little cup holder in the front of me so I ain't gotta be trying to get my juice from right here when I'm driving. Like, driving, you gotta reach back and get your juice from your little cup holder down here. No, I want my cup holder right there. Juice. Let me show y'all. See this? Imagine I'm in the car. My beverage right there. I'm driving. I gotta like. Versus when it's right here. Y'all know what I'm talking about too. Like, in some cars, it be right here and you just go, That's what I need. That's what I need, okay? That's what I'm getting in 2026. But we're going to talk about how I'm going to get that in a later video too, because I actually need to like even figure out what kind of car or truck or van or whatever I actually want. Because you can't get what you want without being clear about what you want. The last and final audacious goal that I have for 2026 is to get a big home. When it comes to this big audacious house, I need at least 3 bedrooms, a basement, and a porch. I love to sit on my porch and be nosy. I need at least 3 bedrooms because even though it's just me, my man, and our baby, I need a closet bedroom. Like, I need a room that I can turn into my whole beauty room so that when I'm making these videos for y'all, we have a home for it. And I just got so much stuff. Like, I got stuff everywhere. And even though this year I'm going to focus on like getting rid of a lot of stuff to make room for my new stuff, I'm going to have new stuff. I'm going to need room for that new stuff, you know? I really want a basement too. I want a basement because I want somewhere where the kids can play that's not my baby's room. Like a kiddie area where all this stuff can be out and we can have like a lot of space for them to hang out. I can have a camera in there and I could be watching them and like, I'm babysitting and watching y'all, but I'm not in the room and y'all got a lot of space and y'all can jump and flip and do whatever. Porch, basement, 3 bedrooms, nice kitchen, okay? 2 bathrooms. Me and my man cannot be arguing about the bathroom every damn morning. He needs his own bathroom. I need my own bathroom. Like, we need the things, okay? We need the things. We need a nice, big, open space, looking luxurious. Like, we deserve the best of the best. Like, my man, he works hard to give us a good life. And, you know, like, I work hard to make sure that he feel like he's working hard. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need this stuff. Like, I need to feel like home is worth coming home to every day. And that big ticket that we paying to them people between the 1st and the 5th is worth the money. And right now, I'm not feeling that way. But 2026, I'm going to feel that way. I'm going to be like, baby, every day you go to work hard to pay these bills. And it's worth it because look how we living. I really want that for myself, and I really want that for my man. I want him to feel like he goes to work every day, and he works hard, and he brings home the bacon to come to a home that he loves, come to a home that he feels is just safe and lavish and luxurious and just all the things. Because he deserves that, and I deserve a man that feels that way. Okay? And to be honest, when I think about the importance of me accomplishing my goals, I recognize the purpose that God has for me in this process. I recognize how valuable it is for me to go through certain processes and learn from them so that I can share these processes with you. The thing about life is that you do not have to make certain mistakes and certain hiccups. You can learn from other people's lives and you can avoid certain mistakes and get to where you want to go even faster. Learn from me. Don't sit around moping, don't sit around sad, don't sit around complaining, and damn sure don't sit around blaming other people. Take accountability for where your life is today and figure out what you need to do to change things because it's your life. You're the one that's in control. God has the final say so, but you are absolutely in control. If you made it this far in this video, I challenge you to come back next Sunday. I learned how I plan to accomplish my 2026 goals and see if it's a good fit for you too. Right now, when this ends, you need to pull out your pen and paper or your notes on your iPad or even your phone, and you need to write out some audacious goals. Stop playing small. Why did you decide that you cannot do certain things? Why? Who told you that? What made you believe that? Write the craziest, biggest goals down that you can think of for this year, and let's chat about it. Let's figure out how you can get it done. If you ain't got nobody to call, put it in these comments. Give me your number. I bet you I'll call you. Put your number in these comments right now, and I will call you. But first, make your list. Make your list of audacious goals. Put your phone number in these comments, and Bestie, I promise you, I will call you, and we will come up with a plan for how you can get stuff done. Don't say I ain't never gave you nothing. Don't say I ain't never did nothing for you. If you got this far, you deserve it. What the YouTubers be saying? Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and look forward to me coming back next Sunday, because I do plan on sharing a video every single Sunday. What time? I don't know yet. As of this video right now, I don't know what time I'm going to be sharing these videos, but you can expect them to be on Sunday, because I feel like Sunday is a good day for us. If you feel like Sunday is not a good day for you, put that in the comments too. Let me know. Be like, baby, Sunday is not good for me. Why you pick Sundays? What day you think I should be posting every day? Because at the end of the day, this is our stuff. I'm calling you. You picking up for me. So I need to know what's a good time to call you. Is Sunday a good time to call you? Is 12 o'clock on Sundays a good time to call you? Because we do need to go to church and get the word in. But when we leave from getting the word, we need to get up in the car and chat. Call me when you leave church. Or I'll call you when you leave church. Whatever. Let me know. Love you, besties.